fool. 那个姐姐我一杯在看的。在哪里？What you say?
I'm saying it's been a minute.
Yeah, you know. Life.
How was the trip?
You want to make an appearance on the YouTube?
Yes.
Alright.
Bro, I'm a fanboy, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Seb. Seb is my manager. He's a psycho, just like I am. He works extremely hard. Actually, I think maybe too hard. But I've been with them for, how long has it been now? 2 years?
It's like a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
How's it going, shit?
Yeah. When it comes to my social media career, just incredible people. It's different from other agencies. I know I sound like a fanboy right now. I'm trying to like market them. I haven't had any bad experience. I just asked for his opinion to be on the camera because, you know, I don't shoot people without the opinion. So, Seb, you gotta work?
Big fan, big viewer. And
yeah, right. That's what all the managers say. So my brother told me that my quality across YouTube should be on TikTok and Instagram. So I think what I'm doing now is I'm sort of upping the quality, as you've seen in my last 2 sponsored videos. Obviously the problem would be like carrying the camera everywhere. Obviously I can't do that. There are gonna be moments where I film on my phone if I need like a story shot or something. But I think intentional shots I'll film with my Sony, and I also have a new camera. It's a A6700, because now people could get that real world value. So that's the whole point, is so now the whole point of the website was I need a low friction way of getting my idea out. And I need to get people on it. I need to get hosts on it, because if you don't have hosts, we don't have users. That's the whole point. It's a chicken and egg situation. And so that's what I'm doing now. And having the app, I could convince hosts and say, hey, listen, this is what's happening. This is the look of the app. This is what we're trying to do. And I would love to have you on. And then slowly, I'm telling you, man.
Take over, bro.
I'm telling you, like.
I see it.
Hello. Life has been moving a little bit faster, and I think I'm trying to slow it down a little bit. I think there's been a lot of work, traveling, you know, campaigns, social media campaigns, and my tech startup. Now I'm working on the app. It's not even done yet. I think if the app's probably going to be done in like a month, to be honest with you, if we're going through testing and all that stuff. But if you're new here, I'm working on a startup called Stellwell, which helps people find movement communities near them. And I'm trying to build that real life connection with movement and stuff like that. And it's a lot of work. I think probably in the future, I might need someone on my technical team. I think I'm trying to take everyone on our journey, or on the journey of this startup. So there's a few things that we need to do, we need to figure out, but it's a lot of work. By the way, I've been growing this plant for the past 4 years. Now it's gotten out of control because it's like hitting my ceiling, and I have a small base. I have to change it to concrete, and I'm just feeling lazy to do that, because now I have to repot it, and it feels like a lot of work because it's gotten really heavy now, and I feel like I'm gonna need help. And I've never repotted Bear of Paradise this size. If anyone knows anything in the comments, please let me know.
So they're not exclusive anymore. So if you felt like bad, you could kind of weed.
The one thing I hate about driving a Hyundai Sonata is every single time I gotta lock my wheel. And it's not too bad, it's just like, you know, just pop a wheel, you know, the wheel lock on it. But it's like an extra step that I kind of hate. And living in Philly, it's something that you gotta put on. Hey, if it's not for that, I think it's a pretty nice car. I don't drive as often, so I don't have as many problems, or as, you know, crazy problems with my engine and stuff like that. The car is like 56,000 miles. good on gas. I'm turning 30, so I was like, you know what if I get like a nice Mercedes Benz and you know, like E-Class, it's fine, like I can pay for it. It's not a good decision. If you're watching this, I always say that I want to make a budgeting video. Like, you don't need a luxury car, especially if you're starting out. You don't need it. If you're driving a good Hyundai, a good Toyota, a good Honda in your early years, especially if you're young, a car payment is usually one of the largest expenses you can have, especially when it comes to insurance. And if you have good payments and good insurance, brother, you do not need a car payment. I mean, you don't need a luxury car. You know, I almost didn't film this week because I was like, my week has been boring. I haven't done anything. I've just been working, and I go to the gym, and I come back to work, and I go to the gym, and I take a walk, and I go to the gym. And so I was like, there's nothing worth filming. And I realized that that is actually the normal. I think just because maybe I have a campaign shoot, or I go to New York, or I'm going somewhere, that's not the reality. I'm not like always doing that. And so I think most of my videos have been going to New York and traveling, and I guess, going on a cruise. And I started to think that, well, if I don't do anything, then it's not worth filming. And that, that's not the right way to think at all. So I was like, my life is boring. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, like 85% of the time. So I'm gonna go grocery shopping, or I'm gonna go run errands and stay home and work and continue the startup and clean my space. That's my life. And so instead of running away from filming, here I am. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm gonna go run some errands. I have a few things I need to buy. There's a coffee shop in the city that I want to try. It's in Rittenhouse. I think it's the La Colombe. Parking is tough around there, so if we don't find parking, I'm not going to go to that coffee shop. There's one close by called Grounds Up. They also have good coffee. Actually, they have good matcha too, but I think it's like very sweet matcha. I think we'll come home, I clean around, and work. I gotta continue the startup. We're still getting hosts, and we're gonna build the app because I think it just makes it more easy to convince hosts on why they should join my platform. Because if my competitors have apps that makes it easier for them, I think I gotta do that too, just so it's not a difficult barrier of entry for the host and the user, and they can choose me and not my competitors. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's do it. I've lived in Philly for 13 years. I know my way to Rittenhouse. It's just every time I try to use a GPS just in case there's traffic on Washington Ave so that it takes me around, or if there's traffic on the 95, it takes me around. I always use a GPS, but today we're not gonna use a GPS. We're gonna straight dog it. I'm just gonna go on Washington Ave and then figure it out. Okay, so I just made it to Rittenhouse. We're not going to La Colombe or, La Colombe. We're going to Grounds Up. I found parking right next to Grounds Up, but it says there's like a no parking from yesterday till like, I guess next week or something. I see cars parked in front of me, and I don't know, I kind of want to be stubborn and just pop in and just go buy whatever I'm buying and just leave. But I want to stick around Rittenhouse for a few, so I don't know if it's smart to like leave it here. I feel like as soon as I leave, someone's PPA is gonna give me a ticket, so I don't know if I want to gamble that. Yeah. Let's go find another spot. So I stopped by the Love. I saw someone eating a pancake, and I was like, this looks really good. I'm gonna see if I can get a reservation. And the Love is probably one of the hardest places to get a reservation in the city. Maybe I'm tripping. So I went in there, I asked, I'm like, hey, can I get a walk-in? I just saw a pancake that looks really good. And they said 10 minutes. It didn't even take 10 minutes. It took like 5 minutes. I'm now sitting at the Love, and I got matcha that I got from Grounds, which is like, I guess, 2 seconds away. And a day that turned into Errands is now turned into me getting brunch at the Love. Also sitting in the middle of Philly with a lot of people passing by, and I am recording myself, and people are watching me. And I've gotten really comfortable, so I'm proud of myself for that. Arsenal's playing. I told myself I wasn't gonna watch, but I've been an Arsenal fan since I was a kid, so there's no stopping now, right? I think Rittenhouse might be the prettiest part of the city. I think the architecture resembles France, Paris a lot. I haven't even been to Paris before, but I'm guessing from the images that I've seen, Rittenhouse is pretty. The gardens, the trees, the restaurants around. It's also the most expensive part of the city, especially when it comes to rent and all that stuff. But it's a nice place. I like the park. It's usually a nice place where you can come sit. Parking is also a problem here, so I don't usually come here. This matcha though was $9. Okay, I'm taking a break. I just cleaned the stove. I need to clean around a little bit. I have a Shark vacuum cleaner thing that's probably gonna do the floors. That's really nice, so I don't really have to actively mop. And it's actually really good at that. I'm gonna go to Aldi really quick. It's 3 p.m. just so I can come back and still find parking. I need to buy a few stuff at Aldi, and then maybe I'll pass by. Should I go to Burlington? Yeah. No, I'll do Aldi. And then we'll come back home. I still need to clean, and I need to stake my plant. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I have this stick. Hold on. I got this stick from Lowe's. It might be too tall for my plant, but I need to stake one of my monsteras, the one that's close to my bed. And so I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna try. So let's go to Aldi first. Not too bad. I don't know if this is a good idea. We're going to attempt it. So I think what it needs to do is it needs to sit like here. Oh, well, actually, well, that wasn't bad. It needs to sit here, right? So it's sort of leaning on this, and then I'm gonna hold this together. I mean, it's definitely better, right? I'm not gonna lie, yo, this is the best I can do. I was going to try and stake this, but I'll just leave it as is. Just one stake this one. And then I think if it grows, should I do this? No, I think this is okay. I think one thing that's really exciting is how technical I've gotten, or the technical knowledge that I've gained over the period, because it's tech and I'm creating an app and everything, you know, trying to figure out the back end, you know, learning coding and, you know, what code means, trying to use Claude code, all that stuff has helped me gain a lot of knowledge in the technical side. Obviously this is something I can't maintain forever. Definitely need someone on board, but just being able to do this and learn and just expand my knowledge, it's very fun. I'm a nerd for those things. Like, I really like the coding stuff and learning more about, you know, technical IT stuff, software engineer stuff. So it's really nice. And so hopefully I'm able to create this in a way that I'm envisioning, helping people find, you know, movement and wellness communities around them, and allowing hosts to list their communities and move on and build good real life connection. That's what I want. There's a lot of talk on the internet about the future being AI and what the next big thing is for social media, all that stuff. And even though all of that is very, you know, it's a good, important conversation, I think the next thing would be people trying to find connection again, because pushing all this will somewhat leave us more disconnected. And the only way to fix that is finding community, just like we used to do. So hopefully my app is able to do that, you know what I mean? It's for a bigger purpose, to be honest with you. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the last time I watched a movie, and it just made me think that I probably should do that today. I'm gonna work for a while. I wanna continue building the app. Right now I have the mock-ups done, you know, the HTML designs for the app and everything. The back end exists because I have a website, so all I need to do is just map, you know, the data on the app to what we have in the back end, make sure the flows work and all that stuff. It's a lot of work, you know, but I think that it's very important. The app is very, very important to our business, because I don't think having a website is enough, especially in our day and age. I think having the app, it's easier to market. It's just downloading an app rather than going to your website, www.Stellwell, you know, and especially dealing with my competitors, they all have apps. If I want to be in a space, I should make it easy for the customer to access it. And so that's what I'm working on, and it's a lot of work, yeah. It's a lot of work. I assume creating a business or a startup isn't easy, so we gotta embrace the challenge, you know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm done for the day. I told myself that I was gonna watch a movie, and so I think we're gonna watch a movie. I'll put a movie on later. I'm just taking a break from work and everything that I've done. It wasn't that much of an eventful day. I guess the only thing that we did today was probably go to the Love. And I think days like that are important. You don't really need to do, you know, things every day. But I'm very appreciative of you tuning into this channel. I'm trying as much as possible to document things and, you know, do talking head videos, mix it. You know, I have a lot of things that I want to say and a lot of things that I want to vlog. Next week I'm trying to hopefully do the budgeting video. That's something that's kind of important to me, so we're gonna do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, a very quick note, I had knee surgery a while ago. I couldn't sit like this, you know, like the crisscross thing. So I'm actually very surprised I was able to do this on the bed, because I couldn't like cross my legs like that, because my hips were really tight and my knees were like, I don't know. So this is kind of nice. But again, I really appreciate you watching. I don't know if this is going to be long. Hopefully it's not, you know, hopefully I'm able to piece it together So it looks good. And so gonna go take a shower, just relax and watch a movie. I don't know what movie to watch. I don't even know what's out there. So I guess we'll figure it out, right? All right. Thank you.